Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I actually have to say that every time. I need to remember that because everybody is at different places around the world. How is everybody doing today? Hello, sad potato, shame. Hello, sad potato. Hello, El Marinero Muscular, GD, Mileman, Millerman, Rari, Just a Rock, Cliffo, Concrete. Geez, lots of familiar names, eh? How is everybody doing this evening or this morning or this afternoon? Thank you all for joining me today. So glad you are all here. I am hoping that today we are going to make a whole lot more progress than we've done in the past. This is, for me, the fourth stream of this now. The third public one, actually. So it's my fifth stream. It's been going quite a while and we've just been building maps. So we need to make some progress on this. Officer Blubs, thank you so much. You don't even wait for the stream to start and already you are showing such generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Big hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Really glad to have you. Thank you so much, Officer Blast, for the donation. Really appreciate it. Hello, Grim Trigger. Addicts. Hi, how are you? Robin. Good morning to you. Early morning for Robin. So glad to have you all here. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is well. Those of you who are experiencing evening time, I hope you had an awesome Saturday and are looking forward to your Sunday. Let me just load the map whilst I read the chat. Good morning from the Philippines. Kreitzverts, I am so sorry if I am butchering your name. Good morning to you too. It must be very early for you. Hey, for you to be here. Hi Barney. Welcome, Barney. Sad potato, you want to know how you make more realistic leveling around the river? Been trying to make a map based on a beachside. You know what? I will refer you to an actual tutorial on the City Skylines official channel. It was done by Fluxtrans, if I remember right. He does an awesome tutorial on how to actually terraform your land. And he has a specific tutorial that covers beachside work. So have a look at that. If I can find it, actually, I can actually happily share it. Let's see if I can help you out there. Because it's a really awesome tutorial. It really covers exactly what you are looking for. So I think it's something that you can definitely take a look at. Let's see if I can speech. There we go. How to make realistic beaches. Let's get that link. Okay, sad potato, this is for you. And I hope this puts a smile on your face. Awesome tutorial on how to do beach work. I think you'll find that very useful. Sean Harbour, hello from the UK, hello from South Africa. Thank you for the kind words, you love my work. Awesome to have you. Glad I can produce something that at least is liked by someone. Samir Huda, love you too from South Africa. Welcome everybody. So today I want us to continue from where we left off. I'm glad you can now be a happy potato. So today I want to actually do detailing. Though the map might not be 100% the way I want it to be, I actually want to make some progress on this and actually put some trees down. So I want us to detail around this river and basically just try and get things to a point where it's starting to look a bit decent, you know. So get some detailing in, and I think this is the last stream that I will do on the actual map building. I've not had a lot of time to actually work on this off camera, and so each stream is basically almost exactly where we left off the last time, and we're not really making a lot of progress. So I don't want to bore you guys too much with like all this map work. So we'll try and make as much progress as we possibly can today, and then I'm going to spend time on it probably off camera as much as I need in order to just complete out the map so that we can actually get into the building of this new series, of this new town. Oh, I'm seeing a big no. Why am I seeing a big no? Hey, concrete, what language is that? Is that Dutch? Okay, I see you saying Dutch here. It looks. GD says you love the map work. Okay. Hello, the MRPA 1122. The MERPA. I think I should call it the MERPA. Good night from Turkey. Elif. Good night from South Africa. Mel Villaman, welcome. Element Gamer, welcome as well. Welcome everybody. Justy Burger, you've made over 30 maps. Wow. Yeah, they are very, very consuming. Okay, concrete, it's German. Okay. I suppose I should have known from that 9. I think it's probably the only thing that I ever hear in any movie where Germans are featured. It's just 999. Alright, cool. So let's get into this. So I've taken the time to, let me show you what I have got. I've got a couple of trees. Oops, wrong asset. Wrong thing. So I've downloaded some trees. Oh no, I don't have Find It. Oh, I had hoped I would have Find It on here, but I don't have Find It. Can I am going to get back into the game just now. I really want to get Find It. I don't think I can operate without Find It. I have to have Find It. So let me jump on the workshop quickly. Let's get Find It. Find It 2. There you are. Subscribe to that. Got a dependency. Interesting. Okay, let's got that. Let's get that. Okay. Give me a second, everybody. Just give me 1 second. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. It's a little hot in here. I just wanted to get some aircon. I thought I hit play. I didn't hit play. Okay, let's get this started. Hello, Carol Oga from Poland. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm just waiting for the game to boot up again. Hey, all dabbed out. Welcome, Marvin Wood. Yes, Find It mod is a must-have. I cannot operate without Find It. It is key. I'm not about to be scrolling through millions of stuff. Is everything enabled? How many is enabled? And Find It is enabled. Why do I have 2 Find It's? Must be an old one. Why do I have 2 Find It's? I don't know. Let's get rid of 1. This means I actually had Find It. I actually had Find It. So I got out of the game to go and subscribe to another one for no reason. Ugh, that sucks. It doesn't really matter. We're in. Let's get in. Robin, you now have coffee. Are you now operating at 100% now? Jay Vina, welcome. Rays, there he is. Welcome, Rays. So just waiting for everything to get in. So I want to get right into it. Start the detailing. Start putting down some trees. I downloaded a whole bunch of trees, so we're just gonna start placing a couple down and see which ones kind of fit the whole situation. And yeah, Yuan Zili, thank you very much. Glad to have you. Trigger 1 from Sweden, welcome. All right, let's see what I can do here. Cool, great, I've got find it. Yip. Let's get into the trees. So I've got, let's get rid of all vanilla trees because yuck. I've gone and gotten quite a few tree assets, and I want to use a couple of these ones. So these ones that look more like they for sort of drier regions. Is that a thing? I want to try and use those. Who puts this down? I like this tree simply because it covers a lot of ground with, I suppose, fewer assets. And I want to put down a lot of these ones as well. I think they kind of give the whole dry region vibe. And maybe a couple of these. I didn't even know I had random tree rotation. I don't think I have those. This must be inbuilt into another tree. Yeah, I don't know. So I am going to make the area around the river quite foliage rich. So for this, we'll probably just put a lot of trees all the way along right up to the top, and then try and put a couple on the outskirts here and then kind of fade it out. The way the map blends right now, it's not really ideal. I don't know if we'll do this today or not. I'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's see. So let me create a tree brush. So I want to create a new tree brush with some of these trees. You create a new tree brush. There we go. I'm going to call it the stream forest brush, so there's no confusion. And I am going to include, where are they? What is that? Iron bark. I didn't even know I had a tree called iron bark. It's up. So I actually know exactly where I'm at. Get the chat app. I want to put primarily small cluster. It will be sort of the dominant tree. And then I want a bunch of river red gums in there. Send it down to, you probably need to go down even further to like 5%. Let's put in a few more river gums. Let's crank them all down. 3 is too low. Can I edit here? Yes, I can. Okay. Do as well. Put at about 5%, and I think that should do it. Is there anything else, any other tree I want to include? No. So I'll leave it on these these 3 trees as my main ones. I'm not going auto density. What's a brush size? Brush size is perfect. I'm going to crank up the strength a little bit because I want this area to be quite densely packed. And then let's hide that. Let's push it down. think density at 50% is fine. Okay, let's see what that looks like. The contrast of these trees don't quite work for my eyes. Or is it just me? I feel like these sort of trees, because they're so different, will probably be concentrated in certain areas and won't just be, you know, evenly distributed the way this brush makes it. So I think I'm going to remove the gum trees, and then I'm going to just leave a small cluster. So this is a pointless brush because I think I have a small tree cluster brush. Yes, I already have this brush, so let me just get rid. Oh no, yes, let me get rid of this brush, switch over to my small cluster because I already have that, and then we're going to put a whole bunch of these trees all the way along the river, and then we'll come back in and then add the other trees sort of as splatter trees. Ooh, whoa, that's hectic. See, calm down. Down a bit. Okay. Don't think it's too dense. So maybe let me decrease the strength a bit. A second. What's this thing doing? Where's it there? Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to place my phone just so that I can track of stuff. Is misbehaving. I don't have enough screens, I think. No? It's definitely misbehaving. Oh well. Okay, so let me decrease that a little bit more. Increase that also a bit more. And let's try that again. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. So let's get some trees going around here, shall we? Now, my reasoning for this always is that more often than not, you know, around the rivers, soil and stuff in that area is quite fertile, and so, you know, trees generally tend to grow quite a bit. That's why you'll notice on all my maps, I tend to have a lot of trees kind of around the rivers. So that's my logic for that, at least that's my reasoning. Makes sense in my mind a little bit. Get some trees around here. Clean up around the actual cliff face, so there isn't any real things, any real. So brush a bit. Let's get some trees all around here. And I'm sure some of this is cutting onto the road, isn't it? We'll clean that up later. For now, let's just try and get the trees in. Let's decrease the brush a bit. Just a reminder, hey, if you have questions or anything like that, please make sure you tag me at Sanctum Gamer in the chat, so that when I take a break and actually have a look at the chat proper, I know exactly which questions are directed at me. And plus, there might be people who will be able to answer questions. So, but yeah, let's get this in. Get this going. I'm really hoping that by the next stream we can actually start building something. In fact, I'd actually like to hear your opinions. How many of you would like to keep seeing all the work that's involved in actually finalizing the map? Let me know if you would like to see that, or if you're happy with me just finishing the map off stream. I mean off camera, and then the next stream is just a build video that we basically get going in the building. I would like to hear your opinions on that. Some trees into cracks. I'll come back to these areas and like probably take a different type of tree and then place it around here, something that's a little kind of less dense, less, I don't know, just not the small tree basically, or at least not those forests, whatever you wanna call it. I always forget the name of this tree. It's like forest something, small tree cluster. It is a favorite when actually doing map builds, simply because of the amount of ground I'm able to cover. I actually want to put a little bit of space between these two. I think they're too close. Unless we leave this here and this becomes like a little area for some interesting detail work. I feel like having a massive cluster of trees along here. Let's see. There. The only thing about the forest brush is it doesn't show you how many trees you're actually placing down. Because if you go into this, place down 15,000 trees, it's not too bad for now. But it would be nice if it actually triggered it to come up so that you could see how many trees were being placed as you went along. All these trees are probably going to be removed once we actually start the building. But for now, I think they work perfectly fine. I want to put some along this. Yeah, there we go. And then usually at the base of mountains, you know, there often tends to be, or mountains tend to result in a lot of clouds forming, which leads to a lot of like condensation and stuff. So there's usually quite a lot of trees around the base of mountains, and that's why again I like to put quite a lot of trees at the base of my mountains. So there's some slight reasoning to my ways of working, I suppose. All dabbed out. Where am I from? The cats are enjoying watching the mouse scroll across the screen. All dabbed out. I am in South Africa. South Africa. That's where I'm at. So the reason why I'm actually using a smaller tree brush, if I was recording this, so if I was building like a video, I would have been building all of this from a higher angle with a bigger brush, and all of this like little, I'll then go in afterwards and do quite a bit of the detail work. Another tree in here. This isn't just a forest brush, there are other trees in here. I didn't even realize this. Look at that. These are the leafy trees. Oh. Ah well. It's fine. Error gaming. Any wishful feature for City Skylines 2? I just want them to remove all limits. I think with all limits removed and allowing us to just go nuts would be awesome. You know, let people push their PCs as far as they want. Another thing I think will really be cool is actual functioning seasons. So have your actual cities go through the different seasons: summer, spring, autumn, winter. It would be nice to actually see my city changing, trees changing, all that without me having to get, you know, mods to try and simulate it. I think for me that would be the nicest addition of it all is the seasons. So if we could get seasons in a future City Skylines, that would be awesome. Papa Cardboard, hello. Welcome to the stream. We're glad to have you. Yeah, let's do this area as well whilst we are at it, shall we? Let's get some of these into these areas. But imagine attempting like rock climbing on a place like this. I've never rock climbed in my life, but it's something that I would definitely love to do. Looks fun. Chris, full stream map. I said you want me to keep streaming the map build. I assume that's what you mean. Get all of this in place. Wow. So this is kind of the sort of dense brush work. We'll come back and do a bit more sort of like sparsely placed trees and stuff like that afterwards. Let's put this down. Okay, there's like a small little hill here. It's that in. So what I like to do is multiple passes across the landscape. I try and avoid changing the brush strength. I use that one brush strength across the entire map so that I have sort of the same density everywhere that I use this brush. And then I would change the density either to a higher one or a lower one, and then do another pass over the map again. This way I'm able to maintain consistency across all the areas that I brush over, and it's less effort of me going back and forth in terms of me changing brushes and changing strengths and stuff like that. So let's get that in. And also another reason why I wanted a sort of a smallish map, and I didn't want the whole map to be green, is it allows me to put as many trees down as I want in these areas without really reaching that 250,000 tree limit. Because I am one of those, I mean, you've seen from my builds, I love trees. I would put trees everywhere if I could. It didn't tank the frame rate so badly. Let's get some trees at the bottom of the mountain. Some. And I would think if there was a tunnel here, you probably would have cleared out a lot of deforestation before actually building the tunnel. So I'll try not to put too many trees too close to that side. Let's get right, I think this area is done. This looks all right. Fine. I put some down here. Let's put some all the way along the bottom of the river. Oop. Okay, cool. And this final spot I want to size a bit. And let's just bombard this place with. Hey, I always forget to unpause the simulation. Let's get a ton of trees on the other side. I'm not even bothering to check the tree count at the moment because I'm assuming it's still quite low. Let's get out of here. Move fans all the way along the bottom parts. Okay. See, there's some cliff faces here. Let's just expose those. I can get it around. Go. Around. Barney, tree apocalypse. Onat, hi from South Africa. Era Gaming, Nomersburg will be returning soon. As soon as I am done with the sort of industrial complex that I'm currently doing in Tando, we will get into Nomersburg. I am currently recording, I'm editing episode 23 of Tando and recording 24. So my plan is to stop after episode 24 and then jump into Nomersburg. So that's the plan. That's the plan for Nomersburg Era Gaming. We've used 81,000 trees. Imagine that. In just this small space, we've used 81,000 trees. Imagine now trying to detail the rest of the map. Okay, cool. So I think this covers a lot of these areas. I do want to get, so like what I want to do is, so places like here, right, where we have like little, I don't know what you call this little, what kind of trees can I put here? I want to put some dense, I want to make it look denser. You work. Or should I use bigger oaks? I don't want to use oaks. The oak tree has a very high tri count. I actually want to keep oaks out of here. I think I'll put these trees further out as we go that way. So for now, I think let's use this tree. What's it called? This is the leafy ridge. Let's create a new brush. I'll call you the leafy regular. I think that's what it should be called. And let's find it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's the one. Yes, it's the one. This is by Pidelmo. Not surprised. Pidelmo's assets are top of the range. Okay. Let's get you Okay, to down. Okay, going to bump up this one's density and its strength, and gonna fill out along the river shore. Let's make this area a lot denser. But I want to do it sort of around places where the river is flowing, where it's sort of like in a bend, because the assumption is a lot of the water will hit here, which will allow more water to soak into the ground, which will therefore allow this area of the river to be sort of more fertile than that side. So that's my reasoning for why I would make these areas a whole lot more dense as compared to that side. I try to always have some sort of reasoning for doing what I do. I try, even if it doesn't make sense, as long as it makes sense in my head, I suppose. Around the corner. Scratcher duplins. It's the live oak. So I was referring to, so this one has a pretty high tri count, the southern live oak, as well as, where is it? The other one, its sister, this one, the regular live oak tree. Both of them have quite a high tri count. So if you kind of spam your entire map with them, expect some frame dips. Oh, it's a stunning tree though. It's like one of the nicest trees on the workshop. I think it's by, who made it? I'm inclined to think it's Mr. Mason. Where are you, Southern Oak? Yeah, this is a Mr. Mason asset. Fantastic asset. Like one of those perfect corners, and I would even make this area quite dense as well, because there'll obviously be a lot of kickback in the water, I assume. So these areas will also be, you know, quite heavily fertile, I suppose. Mr. Mason, welcome. Hello, it's indeed the man himself, the maker of the oak tree, the maker of many trees. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you on the stream. Really appreciate seeing you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Since I can actually say this, thank you for all the awesome assets you are creating. We love them, we love them, we love them. As you can see, I am quite a bit of a tree lover myself, so I am going nuts with these trees over here. Let's give this area a little bit more. Okay, now this area, this is going to be tree rich. Yay! There's trees everywhere, because the water is just sitting here, so the ground is like super happy and the trees are thriving. Loads and loads of trees around here. I really want loads and loads of trees around here. Let's get them all in and around. Oh, not under the bridge. Under the bridge would look weird. But we can clean that up later. How many trees have I used? I'm not even keeping track. 95,000. That's not bad. I can still go crazy. I think when I get to the end of the map here, I'll just take a bit of a break and just look at the chat for a bit, because main reason for stream for me is engagement and chatting to people, so I really want to do a lot of that. Let's get some trees all around. See, I've been tagged in quite a few things, so I will stop in a bit, and if it's questions, I will try and respond to as many as I can. Some trees there, all around this bend. Oh, it's a cliff face, so it's such a nice place to put a lot of trees. Ah, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Jeez, where's the end of the map? There it is. Ooh, trees. Hey. Every time I get to place a ton of trees, I get very excited. I can just go crazy. There's trees everywhere. I'm only on 95,000 trees. That's like, I've got room. Hey, where's my tree? Around. Okay. Cool. So the river, I think, is well covered. Got trees everywhere. We put some in between. Yeah, why not? We will clear them out and do some actual proper detailing around these areas when we actually start the build. Nah, let me that room. Let's come back to this side. Let's get a couple in here. This is just so this area at least looks a bit bent. And a couple in here. All right. I think that's okay. That's looking. It's looking. Oh, I didn't put anything out there. Let's look at this side. That's looking much healthier, much better. Rodrigo, welcome. You say you're from Brazil. Welcome. Glad to have you. Yeah, Scratch. I always make that mistake of flooding my entire map with those oak trees, and man, it kills my FPS big time. Sorry, I'm still trying to set up my phone, which is just saying no, it won't. You know what, let me do this. Let me put it right here by my keyboard. I think that's better. But next we're going to be building a whole bunch of different things, so who knows, we might see something Turkish. Oh. Hi Brandon Willis, welcome. Glad to have you. Hello. Alex Weir. I don't know what language that is. So I can't even respond to anything you say. But welcome, glad to have you. Scratch. You know, the thing about the trees is if you get a tree with a lower try count, it generally means you have less detail in that tree, so it won't look as good as that oak tree. But otherwise, anything I can think of, I know the beech tree, I think that's what it's called, BEECH. That's also a very nice tree. It's quite big as well, so it covers quite a lot of ground, similar to how the oak tree does. So you could try that asset out. Maybe you'll find that also quite useful. Hello, Railway. Hi from Chile. Jennifer Yanes, welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be pronounced Yanes. I see things on top of things. Hey, $2. Welcome. Welcome. Glad to see you here as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Wow. Today's stream is like getting out of control. Mr. Mason is visiting us. $2 is visiting us. Welcome, welcome everybody. Okay, so I want to put some sparse is the word, yeah, sparse trees. So I want to decrease the strength a bit, decrease the density. I'll up the size just a tad bit. So I just want to get a couple of loose trees kind of in the edges. Let me get a little, increase the density rather, decrease the size, increase that. There we go. So I kind of want to blend these out. Robin, trust you to spot the moment another Aussie comes on, eh? Let's get these smoothed out. And let's spread these out. So I kind of want these to just blend out just a little bit. And this is like space in between. I think there should be denser around this area actually, not so sparsely populated. Okay, you know what? I messed up because now I completely lost what my settings were. And good old me, I'm actually using, let's put, I need to get some dense stuff in and around the bases of the hill cliffs. So let me just put a couple of these in. Mr. Mason, you came in at the perfect time. Tree planting time is always the best. It's the part I look forward to the most in my map builds. Yeah, I just want to, I think that's fine. Let's get back to leafy regular. Are you the one? Yes. And then I just want to, no man, that's too big. Using too big a tree. Let's crank it down a bit, bump you up, and let's do that. Yes, so I just want to put in all of these and kind of get it over and done with. Is that fine? I think that's all right. Just clean it up a bit, and then around. Let's do the same around here. So I think I'm going to leave it at that in terms of the trees for in and around the river. I think that kind of covers most of what I want to do around here. And just put one or two, just send it up a little bit. And let me just give shrink, increase, and save. Okay. All right, cool. I think that's that. I don't think I'm gonna do any more detailing around this area. I think this tree, it's not really the best. I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is I want to actually remove some of these. I need to figure out a better way to actually place a few random trees going up here, just so that it has something. But I think this rough placing of it doesn't really work for me. I don't like the way it looks, so I am definitely removing a lot of these here. I think I need to pay more attention to how I actually place these trees around this area. Actually, no, this area is fine. So this can have a couple of trees in here. I need to work out a different way to actually place all of these trees. Okay. Let's get rid of these. So now, what I want to do is I want to consider, like, I feel like this map theme really is not helping with this blend much. So I want to try and find a way that I could actually blend this nicer. And I don't know if the map theme, changing the map theme will help, but I'm not really sure, because the way the textures are blending, I wish it was, you know, a little less harsh. I feel like it blends so harshly here. Any ideas on how I can make it blend a little better? See if I could get it looking something like this, you know, but over a larger distance. Brandon Willis, do I prefer streaming to video editing? What? It's definitely less work, I can tell you that. But at the same time, it's, see, the thing about this, the video editing is I have more time to kind of test things out, and if things don't work, I just delete it and then redo it again. I don't really have that luxury here, I suppose. So it's like a different thing altogether, streaming and creating stuff to be edited. So I wouldn't really compare the two, to be honest. For me, I see them as two very, very different things. This is a whole new world for me that I'm still kind of getting used to. So yeah. it's fun. I love the what's this thing? The fact that I can interact whilst I am doing something makes it a lot easier when I know what I want to do. But I feel like the pressure is on when everybody is watching and you're trying to think of something and nothing is coming and all you want to do is just like, ugh, just stop. If I was recording a video, I'd be like, ugh, the creative juices aren't flowing. I'll just stop and continue another day. Don't really have the luxury in a live stream. That was a long answer. Am I Xhosa or am I Zulu? I am neither, but I can speak Xhosa. I grew up in a very Xhosa dominated place, so I can speak quite a bit of Xhosa, but I can also speak, oh, not very much, but I can do a bit of, can speak a bit of, what's this thing, Afrikaans as well. Okay, I'm going to now, I want to do these gum trees. Gum trees. And I want to place a couple of these ones. I want to place this one and that one. And what I want to do now is I want to create like a little, I want to try this out. I want to see what will happen when I have a space here where I can use like as an oasis of sort. I just want to see how that will turn out. So let's bump up the water. I'll just send you down a little bit. And let's run this out. So I want to just create one or two, let me bump up the speed, one or two areas that just have some pockets of water around the map. Pape cardboard. Use bushes and rocks. Yeah. Was hoping I could just do it with the textures, so that I don't have to place too many assets down, you know. Okay, let's just see if we can get some green spaces in here. Is this something that would happen like in a desert area? I suppose if there's, it looks weird though with the way look at the way this water is just spewing out here. It's like so unrealistic. Let's see how I can perhaps make that a bit better. Your size is fine. Oh no, don't do that. This is like a recipe for disaster. Hang on, I'm going to get rid of that. So if one of the things that I discovered the hard way on the Nomasburg map was I kind of placed down, you know, water sources, and then I deleted the water. I changed the terrain, so I raised the terrain over the water sources. Then I tried to remove the water sources, but then I couldn't. And those water sources were like literally just sitting there. There was nothing I could do to get rid of them. How is that? Are you above? Yes, you are above. So that should be better. Let's see if that will work better. Grim Trigger, I like your idea. I like your idea of using the ridges. So perhaps go ahead and actually make these a bit harsher. And those will act as a nice breaking point. So what if I actually just bring all the green right up to the mountain ridges where they are, and then these areas then just become the desert bits. So use this to actually kind of break that. So instead of bringing the green so far, rather bring it out a little bit more, right? So up to somewhere around there. And then I can make use of this little texture area as a way. Is this what you were referring to, eh? Grim trigger. Because I think that's actually that actually works quite nicely if I use the hill areas. Yeah. That could work. What do you think? I think that actually works as a nice breaking point. That's not too shabby. Leave some patches though. Fair enough. Let's leave some patches, shall we? You mean in and around this side, like so? Just a little too big. Just to show that it is still see, can I bring this up a little bit? Maybe some patches kind of at the bottom areas here, like so. Slightly bigger patches as well. Hey Chris, thank you so much. Hey, you are just spoiling me stream in, stream out. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the donation, eh? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tidal. Small lakes with rocks around them in the extended grass part. Okay. Need to read that again to understand what you mean. The ridges as a breaking point is how some of the mountains are in Hawaii. One side is really lush and the other side is all barren. Okay. Noted. The places, I think it will be less green anyway. Bro. Hello, Diamond. Diamond. Hello, Diamond. There is, well, this whole game is a big sandbox. Hi from Portugal. Hi, Bruno. Welcome. Okay, so let's see. I actually like this because this is actually forcing me to learn a bit more about how kind of desert areas work and blend into their surroundings. So this is quite cool. I had never intended for this to be a desert map, eh? We initially started this however many streams ago with this being sort of a Tibetan style region with, you know, sharp jagged mountains and stuff like that. And now here we are. how things change. Okay, it's trying to see what we can do about this blending. I'm trying to make it a little bit more. Let's see, let's get some stuff around. Okay, that's looking better. So those of you who have a bit more knowledge about desert areas, would there be trees in and around these breakpoints, or like any kind of foliage, be it grass and stuff like that? I've got this asset. Let me see if I can get it. This asset. Brilliant asset, I tell you. It seems so small now. You know, when I use it during builds, it seems much bigger. But I would think this asset would fit very nicely in sort of like places like this. Oh, the LOD kicks in way too early. You know, just as mountain grass growing in and around here. Oh wow, it's completely disappeared. But I guess it's not for this. We'll use this in the actual game when I've got ultimate level of detail. Does anyone know if ULOD works in the map editor, the ultimate level of detail? Does Table Mountain have a barren side? No, not really. Unless you're counting like the really steep cliff edges, not really. It's pretty much green all around. Copy cardboard, no offense taken. Oh, tidal. I get what you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying. City Skylines versus SimCity Build It. Hey, SimCity Build It is actually the reason why I started looking for city builder games on the PC. Up until I discovered SimCity Build It, I actually never played city simulation games. So SimCity Build It, yay, because it was my actual first building. It sort of set my phone on fire every time I ran it, but it was good fun. Hi Saeed, welcome. Zach, road layouts. I am no road expert. Roads, I think, depends on what you are building, depends on the type of city or town. Big densities, you generally use bigger roads, and smaller roads as you kind of narrow down to, you know, your suburbs and less dense areas. But it really depends on what you're building. If you're building something European, you don't want to be building lots of grids because it's unrealistic, I suppose, or they're not that common. But if you're building a dense, you know, American or Western style city, you want to use grids. I'll say have a look at cities around the world and get inspiration from there. I certainly do that a lot. Maybe patches of shrubs and low bush. Yeah, the only thing I'm finding is, I think my issue right now is that when I place down these sort of things, see how, so let's say I put down all of these, as I zoom out and it changes to the LOD, it just becomes all weird looking. And at a certain point, it completely vanishes. So you don't even see it from like this height. It's the reason why I like using trees all over the maps when I build them, because I have that view that it actually still kind of looks nice in the map editor. It's so hard to be happy with the work that I do in the map editor. This doesn't look very good. California deserts in Nevada, they are sparse at the base leading into deserts. Okay. As Sanctum Gamer, foliage becomes more sparse in desert areas, where that's why it becomes very high. Sure, So I think my biggest question is, would you have trees like this close to the desert and lush green kind of meeting point? Would these sort of trees extend this far out? So would it be considered realistic to have, something like this in a place like here? My guess is it's not, right? Concrete, which assets were you referring to? I assume you're talking about one of those, the mountain grass asset, the one which is a big giant prop. I assume that's the one you're referring to. Hey, cactus, thank you for reminding me. I think, oh, I didn't get any cactus. I actually want to get, I was meant to download some cactus assets to place in and around the desert area. I completely forgot. I will do that. Brandon Willis, thank you so much. Yet another generosity. Really, really appreciate it, hey? Really appreciate all your donations. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big applause for Brandon. Big applause for Chris. Big applause for Officer Blab. Thank you so much. Will my idea be implemented? The map. Which idea exactly is that? I know you said a few things about the small little ponds. Yeah, we'll definitely find a place to do that for sure. Marcus, you don't think that's realistic? Yeah, I thought as much. So my challenge now is I want to find a way to blend the trees, because I assume, the trees that go out will probably be sort of more, I suppose, hydrophilic plants. So, and this is why I kind of thought this asset would be nice for in and around this sort of area as you kind of blend outwards, because it doesn't look like something that requires a lot of water. And that's what I like about the look of this specific, the gum trees. They give me that hey, don't give me a lot of water and we'll still survive vibe, Robin, you say you have places like that there in Australia. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, all right, Concrete, thanks for confirming it's that asset. Nature is so weird and complex. So short answer is you wouldn't have a strong tree line that close to the desert. Yeah, I find that very interesting. So you, Grim Trigger, you've not seen stuff like that, and yet Robin, from his side, they've seen stuff like that there in Australia. This really makes the foliage detailing that much more like interesting, because it's like what's realistic and what's not. I still have this thing. Is the water line not higher than this? Why is it still doing this? Can I let's just lift this up a bit more, see if we can cover it up. So I don't like that at all, and it is making me very unhappy. I move you closer to the edge. I am not happy. Hey, hang on. If I do this, actually, maybe this is my fault. get rid of you. Let's decrease the water capacity a bit and put you down. Let's see if that actually helps. Too high. Let's see. I'm not sure if that was as a result of just too much water spewing out or not. No, it's not. It just looks like that. And it's not because it's even moving at a super fast speed, it's just how it looks. I am not happy with that at all. Yeah, but I was hoping that the water level, at least if it was higher than, see, if the water level was slightly higher than the actual water source, see, like that, see, this water level is higher than the water source. I was hoping that would mask the spewing out of the water effect, but it doesn't appear to be doing that. It's this spewing out of the water effect that I'm trying to cover up, because I don't like the way that looks at all. Yeah, I don't mind it flowing outwards. It's just that is like bugging me so bad. It's bugging me so much. Era Gaming, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for coming through. Hey, it was awesome to have you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see something. If I do that, so let's get you slightly, let's get you higher. I'm gonna test this out. Stick you down, bring you down a bit. Aquascaping, what's up? No, up, more water. So all this water, a lot of it will flow down. It's just that water spewing. No, what if I make it? You know what? Actually, forget this. Since this is actually at the edge of the map, right? I'm actually just going to put this below the sea level. Since this is actually at the edge of the map, I can just put this below the sea level. And then have that come in. Problem though is that the sea level is too low. So if I put this below the sea level, then that kind of flows in and it will sit there nicely. You know what? It will work. Yeah, I think it will work. Welcome back, GD. Aquascaping, this is not the first time I am streaming. I've done a few before this. See, this works a bit better for me. Just that I'll need to make it slightly deeper. So let's get this a little bit deeper. My sea level is quite low already as it is. Let's get this a bit deeper. Let's get that in there. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Malan Tube. Thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, Malan Tube. I see your donation is in Rand, so you are a fellow South African. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Support is highly, highly appreciated. Okay, so I want this to actually fill up. It keeps going out, going back. Nathan Sams, I am staying out of the banana mango fight. I am completely staying away from that. I am a silent observer. Let's get some generic leafy trees. Nah. Let's get, where's the forest? Where's my forest brush? Oh, there you are. Small tree cluster. Ah, this has receded so much. Can we jipple this a bit? If I put a water source here, let's just see this. If I put a water source here, how would that work out? I really don't like playing with water in this game. The water never does what you want it to do. It really never does what you want it to do. Ugh. That is bad. Okay, you know what? I've had enough of this. So what I'll do is, let's just create like no, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this at all. I don't like the way it looks, and so I am going to get rid of it. I'll keep playing around and see if there's something we can do about making this place look better. But right now, I don't like the way this water is behaving. And generally, if I'm not happy with something, I really don't bother. So let's get rid of you. And I'm just going to put all of my sand back. Make you bigger. Whee! Okay. Let's leave that the way it is. Because the way the water is behaving just is not okay with me. So what we'll do now is, I want to put down some bushes. Let's see what sort of bushes I've got. Are you? Wow, you are big. Decrease you. A very tiny asset. Ooh. Hello. This might work. Let's go and create a brush, shall we? So let's create a new brush. I'm going to call this bush brush. Yeah, bush brush. Mini tongue twister in the works. And I am going to put, where's those bushes? What's it called? Mixed grass cluster. Mixed grass cluster. Okay, it's prefix with E. 50. Split 50. Okay. That. Let's see. So, can we put? Is that something? Oh no. It's like floating. So maybe not there. Oh, I would have loved to put a couple of them there. Is this something you would see along like a desert fading place where there might be some small bush small bush things happening. Like so. Is this a thing? All you desert people? Could this be a thing? Vision Tube. Dan, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. People are being extremely generous today. Thank you all so much for the donations. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Vision Tube. Second cup of coffee, Robin. Enjoy. Let me actually have something. But mine isn't coffee. Mine is just good old water. Dan boy, this is a new project. Yes. Son An. Sorry if I butchered your name. It's interesting that you mentioned that because I actually want to build another map, but one that is an island map surrounded totally by water. I really want to do that. Question is, do I do it now or do I just do it a bit later on? Justy Burger, so you think these bushes might actually work as a sort of almost a blend into the mountainside? The question now is, if we have these bushes sort of like along the edges like this, how do I blend these with that? Because the color contrast between these bushes, and those trees is quite a lot. They're very bright as well. I'll assume stuff like this would occur in like clusters and areas and not necessarily completely spread out. So in like the little areas in the desert at the base of mountains or something like that get at least some kind of dew forming during the course of the night would lead to these bushes growing in those areas. At least that's my guess, is they would occur in places like that. Would that be any kind of accurate? What do you guys say? What do you think? So I was thinking of putting the bushes kind of along the bases like this, all around these areas. And then places where you have these patches, they will definitely kind of grow a lot. So you have like these clusters here. And what I would actually want to do is, so I have clusters like this, right? And then in my mind, we would have, you know, little things like this growing. Like that. So just areas where maybe there's a, I don't know, maybe a little underground stream that's, you know, a bit too close to the surface and it's nourishing this area. And then you would have these sort of trees kind of growing in places like that. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Would this look like something that would happen? Because this to me seems rather believable. Hi Diego Skater, welcome. Hello Sanctum, big fan. Thank you so much. Zero, thank you so much. Welcome. The gum tree, then blend the gum trees with the other trees. Okay, definitely something we can certainly look into and do that. Okay. So it looks like the general consensus appears that this is something that could happen. So let me place a couple more of these bushes around. Let's get you there. So let's put more bushes. I also need to keep in mind I don't want to use too many assets, so that when I put this on the workshop, at least you don't have to download 50 million things just for it to run. I like the idea of using the gum trees. Yeah, so yeah, we'll put more bushes and then just put a couple of gum trees and blend it into the other side. So let's just get a couple of these in place. Ooh, so this is an opportunity. Let us do what I was suggesting earlier. It's too strong. So let's do this. Let's get just a small little pond into this place. Okay. Then I want to do that, and let's put a small water source here. Okay. And then in and around this little pond we can have quite some stuff going on here. And then I want to put in Concrete. Thank you so much for coming through. Go get yourself some rest. It was awesome to have you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. If irregular, this is actually what I want. Let's do that. I think I should put a little bit of green and around it a little bit. Okay. That's looking, it's looking like something. Okay, so I see when the water is completely contained, it looks less, what's the word? It doesn't, you don't see that water spilling out as much. Can I put down a couple of these maybe? A couple of these to add some sort of life to this area. The only thing, I don't want to go too crazy with this because it's just, this is taking away at people's props. So maybe just a couple. What happened there? My mouse just jumped to the other screen, another monitor. Right, here we go. Let's do this asset actually. Let me use this asset. And we can place a couple of this also down. And around. And then I can go back to this one. Let's place more. Ooh, ugh. Why is it looking like that? No, not what I want. Not at all the one that I want. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that I want. Wait, what in the world? Oh, it's the angle I look at it from. It's like it was shining. See that? It looks like it's shining. Okay. We've got that. I've kind of made my way all the way around. And then let's do Would there be some rocks here? Maybe. I don't like the fact that the rocks are removing my trees, but honestly, I would like to download those gray rock packs and rather use them. But this will have to do for now. Does anyone know, does Anarchy work in the map editor? Because I could really do with Anarchy right now. I don't like the fact that this thing keeps removing my trees. GD, thanks for that free award. I saw, I think you did that last week. Hey, I saw that come through. I believe I sent a message to say thank you so much for it. Much appreciated. Okay, let's get some trees in and around. Okay, so you say Anarchy works in the map editor. I'm going to get Anarchy. I don't think I'm gonna boot out now. We like 2 hours into the stream, more nearing the end than anything. So let's just finish off some detailing work around here. But I'll definitely remember to get that Anarchy mod for sure. I hate that red. I hate that red so much. Like, let me just spread this out a little bit. There we go. I think that works. Out. Boop, boop, all around here. Boop, 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 boop. And more around this area. Kind of 1 or 2. Look at those tough soldiers growing in the middle of literally nowhere. Let's keep going. And I'll make this like gum tree heavy. Wow, I've already put down 172,000 trees, and we've not even worked our way around to the other side of the map yet. Gosh. I should actually check if unlimited tree mods will work in map editor as well. And let's get some trees. There we go. Alright. So we've got a small little mini oasis type thing going on here. I think we should add 1 or 2. We should definitely add a couple more around the map. maybe somewhere around there. I think this works. This works quite nicely. Robin, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I had mango trees, I would put them here just for you. Thank you so much for the donation, Robin. Really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you all. Cool. I think this is cool. This is fine. We'll leave this. Let me pull up the. Where are you? The bush brush. Bush brush. GD, he is indeed the mod himself. Should I put more rocks? I wanna try and keep the rocks kind of to a minimum because I don't like the way these rocks look. I want to use those gray rocks, those mossy ones. I love using them in my bowls. I would prefer to use more of those because they've got different colored ones. Some of them are themed to sort of this color. I want to try and find those rocks rather and then place them in. I think those will be a much better fit. Oh, Justy Burger. I actually have. Funny enough, I actually have moved it already on here. Oh no, it actually removes it. I have moved it, but I didn't get the Anarchy mode. JN, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Like they say, rather late than never. Mr. Mason, thank you. Glad you like it. Unlimited Trees works in a map editor. Your last map had 750,000 trees. Jeepers, what is your frame rate? 750,000 trees. Woohoo! Robin, I hope you see that. Mango trees are officially on Mr. Mason's to-do list. Awesome stuff. Please make it nice and big and prominent. I can't wait for that tree on the asset. We will create a special mango tree farm just for the mango lovers and just to shout out to the mango tree. Looking forward to that asset for sure. My voice is soothing. It's soothing. Thank you, Hamish. Thank you. Nobody has ever said that to me before. GD, if you can also model a mango tree and a banana tree, do it. We can never have enough of those. Marvin Woods, thank you so much for stopping by. Eh? Have an awesome day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's put down a few more of these bush brushes. In fact, I'll actually leave this area. I'll put these bushes in this sort of in the blend space. Let me call, yeah, I think that's a nice term. I'll call it a blend space. And then we'll just go and put a couple of these down on the other side as well. They grow this far up? Maybe not. These kind of in people going nuts with the bananas and the mangoes. So again, for anybody who does not know, there is a massive mango and banana war that goes on the Discord server. So if you want to join in that battle, join the server, jump on the side and let it go. Outside made all of this happen. If he's here, he's known as Rays on here. He has this banana craze that nobody seems to understand, and it's from that craze that I built the banana park in City of Tando. So I think Once we have a good mango tree, for the mango folks, we'll also get a nice mango park, probably in the sister city of Normersburg. So Normersburg can belong to the mango lovers. The banana what Tando can belong to the banana lovers. That's actually not too bad. Actually way better than I thought it was going to look. I mean, these crevices. You know what? I'm definitely going to get unlimited trees mod just so that I can spam down a few more trees. That's assuming I actually hit the limit. I'm assuming I'm going to hit that 250,000 limit. Get as many trees or as many of these bushes to these like spaces as possible. So again, for me, I would see a lot of bushes growing in and around these areas, and I think it kind of blends in nicely with this little cliff grass texture that's happening there. Let's make you a little richer. Why not? And then around here, we put a little oasis here as well. Let's just put a small one around here. Oh, okay, that works. Kind of in between the mountains. And I can get off down here. Get some water in, shall we? Pause. See what that looks like. Let's get that going. Mr. Mason, a banana 2.0 would be awesome. I haven't seen a banana tree though which has the actual bananas on it. I've seen that there's that one banana tree, but it's also very small. So it would be awesome to see one that actually has bananas on it. I think that will be pretty cool. Now you want to model a factory and call it Soothing Smoothies. Do that. I want as many factories as I can possibly get, and this would be a nice farming asset. What? A factory used for the farming assets. Model 1, Pepe, don't be shy. I also googled that I don't know how to pronounce this, Fejua tree, Fegua tree. I looked at even the fruit. The fruit looked like some weird blend of like, I don't know, fig and some other thing. Is it a nice fruit? Ah, they're amazing. Okay. Once I started making a banana shop asset, but it failed because he had no idea how to texture it. Revive it. I say revive it. Dino 1502. Thank you. Awesome to have you on here. Feature of 2.0. I like it. I like it. Hamish, yes, this is a very, very modded version of City Sky. Well, actually, let me not say it's very modded because I'm in the vanilla. I'm in the map builder. This is quite as close as you get to vanilla with me. So it's right now it's not heavily modded, but I am using a custom theme for this, Laviante 2.0. And all my trees are not vanilla trees. They are custom assets. So you could say that this is, it's a bit modded. Let's blend this out a little bit. And smooth. I really want to build like an island map, but I was having a look on the workshop and I noticed there are so many island maps. It doesn't really help adding another one to it. But who knows, maybe at some point. I actually want to place the trees here by hand. I actually want to place it by hand. So let's do that. This will probably be the last thing that we work on today. Which is the best? Which tree? How do you look? Not very small. Nah. Let me use the brush. This is actually bigger space than I thought. So I'll use you. Let's put some here. Just to get around here. Okay, and I want to do the same in and around here as well, just on the tips. So areas there and maybe here and there, right? And then let's get a push brush, the strength down, density a bit, brush size. Let's get a couple of these growing off and around here. I want this place to kind of be a little greener than the last one that we just built. Get in here. Because of anarchy, or not anarchy, but yes, lack of anarchy, I can't put anything here. And even if I did, it would make it that weird radioactive color. The density a little more. And kind of blend it out from that space. Okay, blend it out. Then let's go and pick up. Okay, let me rather just do this instead. That way. Okay, I think that blends out a bit better. And then let's get, where are you? Mr. Gumtree. Let's get you into this space a bit. Oh snap. We just get this up and running, that I can actually see what I'm doing. I just want to get the gum trees kind of in and around this area, just as a blending out. I think this tree really works well in this area. I just feel like it's designed for this desert, this like desert theme. I think this epidermal tree here is the gum tree. Good morning from Tokyo, Maki in Japan. Welcome. Good morning to you. It's good evening from me. It is literally 1 minute to midnight on my side, so my body is getting ready to go and sleep. Okay, and then I just want to stick down some, I think they are called, nope, what are those assets called? I don't even know what their default name is. Okay, it's right here. Let's put one or two, kind of on the river bend, the river or little lake, whatever this is called. I think since I can't put any trees here, stick this area, and maybe you here. Yeah, cool. I think that works. That works all right. 7 a.m. in Tokyo. Okay. Well, CS, which microphone am I using? I am using a Samsung C0. What is it? C01U Pro. That's what I'm using. Sorry if that like cracked a whole lot of noise in your ears. I'm so sorry. Mr. Mason, I missed your goodbye message. But awesome stuff. Thank you so much for dropping by. Really appreciate having you on the stream. Thank you so much for coming through. Dano, what kind of sorcery? Well, you see, it's human. We're all human. It's just with a little bit of patience, a little bit of time, we can all do it. It all just patience. So now you get to see all the trials and errors that go into every single thing. All the redoing that happens behind the scenes. Okay, so I just wanna kind of scatter a couple of bushes in and around, and then we will call it a stream for the day. Let's get that in. Sort of blend this out a bit. Like, I must say, guys, like it's so, I feel so honored, you know, to see like huge contributors like Mr. Mason, $2.20 drop by. It's a real honor. and it's a real honor to have all of you on the stream. The mere fact that you've all decided to take time out of your day to come spend, you know, a couple of hours with me, a couple of minutes, however long it is. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you all for like all the suggestions of how to do things, hey? Because especially this blend from the forest into the slightly greener area, I was really lost as to what's the best way to actually achieve it. But yeah, I think we've done quite a bit today. We see this is, I don't know, I guess one of the highlights. So we built a couple of ponds. We built one there. We built another one here. It's pretty cool. I think the mountains are looking alright, or deserty mountains. All the foliage that we've placed in and around the river, around the river bend, this really will be the starting tile. So this is definitely where we're going to start working. But I don't know, I think we need to build things like water sources and stuff like that first. So perhaps we will do that before, or what's this thing? Did I say water sources? I meant to say water treatment plants, electricity, you know, all those things. We will need to build all of those first. But overall, I think it's coming along pretty nicely, I would say. I love this area. This is my favorite area simply because there's just like trees everywhere. You know, any place that just has a crap ton of trees, that's my vibe. But yeah, everybody, I think we have done quite a bit for today. So we'll be calling it a stream. Want to take a few minutes just to have a look at the chat. Say thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'm hoping next stream, I don't know, I'm probably going to do quite a bit off camera because I really want to make a bit more progress on this map. So I'm going to probably lay down a few more trees in and around here and just try and blend this out a bit. I'll probably should bring a bit more of the desert in here. You know what, let's put a couple of these. Yeah, you know, just before I call it a day, let's just do a couple of these. Since, ooh, what's going on? Guess what? I have hit that limit. I have hit the tree limit with all the stuff that we've been doing today. So I can't even do the blending that I want to do. So it means that I'm going to have to get unlimited trees mod, get an anarchy mod, and then we'll come back in and then try and blend this out. I definitely cannot leave the map like this because I really want this area to blend nicely. So we're definitely going to have more than 250,000 trees on this map. That one is for sure. And then, yeah. Yay! Thank you, Dano. I have forgotten to save. Let me take a new screenshot. Actually, let me take a screenshot of this. In fact, I like this. I think this is my new favorite area. What are you doing? Come back here. There we go. Take a screenshot of that. Let us save this. I am going to continue to call it the Valley Desert. Save. Yay. Thank you for reminding me because I had forgotten to save. Chris, thank you so much. Hey, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the donation. Have an awesome, awesome evening. We'll be seeing you all in the next stream. Hopefully, it will be next week, Saturday. And if I don't do anything on the map before then we will use it to continue the detailing in and around this area. See, look at this area. This whole area is still like completely blank. There's like nothing here. So there's still quite a bit to do to actually finalize this map before we actually jump into actually start doing some work. So awesome, everybody. Thank you all for being here. And I think we did get quite a lot done today. Quite a lot. On that, would love to finish, but as you can see, I've run out of space. I've run out of trees. It's completely done, and I don't want to boot out of the game. I don't want to quit the game and boot back in again. I mean, it's yeah. Let's try to save that for the next stream. I think 2 hours is quite a long stream. So for me, it's also getting late. So I want to go and try and get some sleep, and then we'll finish it off next week. Okay, I'll try not to do too much off camera, and then we'll finish it off next week. Yes, JN. You caught me out. The game was like, no, you're not going to continue. You've done enough for today. Get lost. And that's how the game is basically telling me, stop working, go and sleep now. But yes, thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. Check out the Discord server if you have not. Really awesome stuff happening. Oh, let me let you guys know, we're starting something really cool, something new, and members of my Discord server can basically start submitting, little cities for me to start doing work in. So check out the Discord for more information where you can submit, and looking forward to this awesome new stream. I think next week, beginning of the stream next week, I'll take some time and actually talk a bit more about it. All right, thank you everybody for coming through. Thank you Justy Burger, Will CS, Dano, JN, Onat, Kevin, Rhiannon, Robin, Hamish. Thank you all so much for coming. It was awesome. I'm just glad to finally see trees on the map. I like that's like my day made. The fact that I see trees on the map. I'm happy. I'm really, really happy with that. The fact that I get to see these. Yay! All right, everybody. Thank you. I think this is it. I've run out of things to say now. Okay, cool. Everybody, thank you all, and I shall see you all next week. Bye.